Hey, everybody. Thanks for taking time out of your night to join us. We're happy to have you. And we promise your future self is going to thank you for what you learned tonight. And I'm Tracey Flintoff, and I've got two fantastic co-hosts with me, Cami Brecko. Cami is going to be doing our deep dive, the second 30-minute optional part of this call. And also, she's going to be looking into genetics, gene whispering, that DNA we inherit. You're going to really find that interesting. So, if you're so inclined and you'd like to stay on and learn more, to stay on for the second half. And then we've got Joy Markham with us coming from
Hi all.
Maui. So glad to have you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to tell you about something that has made such a big difference in so many lives of our own and a lot of people that we care about. And we feel pretty passionate about this and we just love to share it. So, what we're talking about tonight is groundbreaking use of phototherapy. And those are the cells of your body's powerhouse. So, whether we're talking energy for endurance, speed, recovery, if we're talking about focus, cognition, or just making life more enjoyable, that's what we're talking about tonight. And we are going to look at technology that some of our founding fathers of technology way back when stumbled upon. Albert Einstein, the future of medicine would be in frequency. He was genius on modern physics. And then Thomas Edison about light, talking about the future of medicine really should not be focused on pills. It really should be focused on um, prevention of disease. And so that is exactly what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about not just looking at treating an illness, but unlocking the body's innate ability to heal itself. And the body was designed very intelligently. And we have got such amazing wiring, technology, engineering in our body. It just needs a little help. And that's what we're going to share with you tonight. But first, quick disclaimer that none of us are medical professionals, and we are not going to be here diagnosing or treating any medical conditions tonight. If you are dealing with something, we always want you to work with your doctor, your practitioner regarding your own issues. And the information we're sharing tonight is really for informational purposes only. This is classified as a wellness product in the FDA category. And that's why you don't learn about this from your doctor because there's no pharmaceutical reps calling on them. But here's the reality. Light is used all over in modern day medicine, whether that be red light therapy, a laser, infrared sauna, an MRI. Light is powerful. It's life changing. And these are people utilizing it for making change in the body. But before we talk about the change, I want to share why. Why might we want to make a change? And why might we want to turn back the hands of time? Because the central problem we all deal with as human beings is the older we get, the faster we are aging, and the slower our body is to repair, regenerate, and heal. And it all comes down to a decline in stem cells. And stem cells are those cells that form that beautiful newborn baby in utero. And those cells can become whatever cell that baby needs. You know, is that the foot? Is that the arm? Is that the brain? Is it the eye? That is how that baby is created. And the nice thing about those stem cells is they are really powerful in terms of prevention and repair. So as we're kids and we start to decline on our stem cells, we fall down, we skin our knee, we bruise, we heal really quickly. But as we age, that trend turns around, sadly. When we're around age 30, we've lost about half of those active stem cells. When we're age 60, we have only a small percentage left. But we're going to share with you tonight a really big secret. And it is the secret of a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your own aging. We're going to give you some power here so you can take back your health and have what you want out of it. Fix what you need to fix. You don't have to follow Mother Nature's path. What we're talking about is a wearable light technology that activates your own um, dormant stem cells that allows your body to repair, regenerate, rejuvenate. This is patented. This is the only company in the world that has this. And it's pretty darn powerful, as you're going to see here in just a couple minutes. But first, I want to share with you a video, and we think this explains it all really well. So just sit back, take a listen. I think you'll be intrigued.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor or visit lifewave.com. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
You know, I never get tired of hearing that. Such a nicely done video with such great content. But here's the reality. You and I have only been able to learn about this the last maybe 5 years. I'll explain to you why. But this has really been around for 20 years. And it's up until recent been the athlete's secret sauce. It has been what's been powering up amazing people like Mike Tyson, Tom Brady, the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year when they won that Super Bowl, they were wearing these patches. And Michael Phelps could have never won all those medals in Beijing had it not been for the power of the patch. And these were originally developed 20 years ago for the United States Navy SEALs down in San Diego. But in 2019, history was made when our founder and creator, David Schmidt, discovered the way to bring back our dormant stem cells. The patch is called X39 because it took 39 times in the lab for him to finally get it right in 10 years. So this is a major accomplishment. And for the first time ever, our bodies can regenerate and repair with our own stem cells, not needing very painful injections from other people, somebody else's DNA, and very affordably. So get ready to be pretty blown away by what this is, because when you repair your own body, you are bringing back the ability to control and manage pain. We see rapid pain relief, a reduction in inflammation. You're going to see in a minute how wounds can really rapidly heal, energy, vitality. You're going to see some changes in skin that are pretty remarkable. You're going to notice for yourself a faster recovery, be that from exercise or, going out and doing things. Mental clarity, age technology. The best part of it is that this is all natural. So you don't have to worry about drugs, chemicals, stimulants, no drug interactions, no side effects. And again, this is a privately held company with, and this number needs to be updated, it's over 200 US patents now is what they're up to. And they have a fantastic website. that our friend Marcy had created so we could learn more. So if you really want to deep dive on this, I encourage you to visit startx39now.com. It's fantastic because she's got videos and science and patents, the clinical studies. And if you just keep scrolling, you're going to see some amazing pictures, some great videos, doctors. Our favorite section is age reversal with GHK copper peptide. That copper peptide is really a game changer and a fountain of youth. They did a cardiovascular study, and after 6 weeks of wearing X39, on average, the cardiovascular age was reduced by about 8 weeks. So that means a day and a third younger of your cardiovascular system for each day you wear that patch. Pretty remarkable. They also did a study on brain health, and they did an EEG heat mapping. Session one is this woman, she's 77 years old with dementia, where you see orange and red. That's inflammation, that's putting swelling, that's slowing down blood flow in the brain, and that's never good. Session two is 3 weeks in. Now she's wearing X39. This is the change that her body has made. Remind you, this is a tool for the body. The body does the work. This is a signaling device. That brain goes from a hot brain to a cold brain. The body's still working on it. 6 weeks in total is session three. And look at that beautiful brain, improved memory, focus. And she has a significant change in her cognition. So that is part of the power of that GHK copper peptide, supporting the nerve regeneration in the brain and the reconnecting of neural pathways. We hear a lot of people um, that are really experiencing improved sleep. So using X39 during the day, we would like to wear this one during the day because it is an energetic patch. So I don't recommend you wear it at night. But what you'll notice is you likely will sleep better. I know I sure did. And if this alone isn't enough for your sleep and you're really struggling, we have a couple other great patches up our sleeve that can help with your sleep as well. So here's our friend Marcy, the lady who had that website made for us. And she's really dedicated her life to educating people all around the world on this incredible product because she gives it full credit for her still being here on earth with us. And we're so happy to have her. But when this came into her life, she was stage 3 of fast growing cells in the breast, the lymph, and a very aggressive skin cancer, excuse me, fast growing cells of the skin that never goes into remission. And they didn't give her very long. And she was literally living in a recliner chair waiting to graduate to heaven. And her friend, a naturopath, gave her 10 of the X39, and she couldn't get over what started happening in her body on day 3. The chemo, the metal taste came out through her mouth. Her body was detoxifying and expelling that toxicity. It started coming out through her back. Around day 10, she got energy back and she got a real happiness in her mood. And she just knew she was going to beat that. And guess what? She's 5 years in remission now and gets better all the time. So real quickly, just want to show you some accelerated repair. So this is a snowboard accident after 5 days. This image at the middle here is 1 year after an open heart surgery. That's Mother Nature's repair job. And then the next picture on the right is after 1 month of adding that X39. So you can see the power of the body. It's bringing back the body's own collagen, which fills that in and remodels that scar. It's hardly even noticeable. But what we're talking about is age reversal technology. It's not anti-aging, which is kind of yesteryear. You know, anti-aging was stopping where you are today and staying there. But who wants to do that? Let's up that one better and let's go backwards. So that's what we're talking about. Reversing the aging process, like Dr. Harmon here goes from grandpa dude to hot dude. That's his natural hair color that returned. And then Mandy here goes from being grandma to after a year, I would liken to say looks far more like her granddaughter than who she used to be. And that is the power of wearing a phototherapy patch. And these are some skin repair images. So the top one here, the décolleté, the turkey neck going away, that is the result of collagen and hyaluronic acid, her own, not out of a jar. This is her own internal in her body, brought back to life by the power of the patch. The varicose veins get filled back in with the collagen. Remodeling of that birthmark and remodeling of hormones to get them into balance. This is 6 weeks for this young lady, and look at that beautiful clear skin. So the body knows what it needs to do. Again, this is a tool helping the body do that. And we like to say that this is better than Botox because you can use a combination of these and get some pretty remarkable results. That décolleté there is really incredible. And check out the guy here's hair. That's 5 weeks difference for him. Autoimmune toxic-based issues coming out through the skin. And there's many different ways autoimmune shows itself in the body. But the fellow here on the right, Roger, he had 20 different surgeries where he was cut on over 15 years. And he is a friend of Cammie. And I believe those cuttings are ending because look at that beautiful skin. It's all regenerating, repairing, and helping to keep those fast-growing cells in check and balance. That's after just 2 months. I'd say he's pretty happy with his friend for sharing this. These are not just for us people. These are also for our fur babies. And they've been using them on racehorses for a long time to help regenerate, maybe a torn ligament. They don't want to put them out to pasture. But these horse trainers start putting their own patches on the horses. And then they realized, gee, these are helping cats and dogs. And this is my friend's dog on the left here, Brutus, went blind. Um, he had diabetes and had cataracts, lost the pupil in his eye, complete blindness. And in 1 week of using the X39 on the bed that he slept on or taped inside of his collar, that dog regained pupils. And when you get nice, clear brown eyes again and you don't have the cataracts back, guess what? You go walking around the house. And that's what he did. She called me and we cried together. We were pretty happy. So we are to my favorite part of our time together tonight, and that is our testimony, because we love to learn from each other. And the nature of what this product is in our country, because of our FDA, this company is not able to advertise in the conventional sense. We are depending on word of mouth, our people, our friends, helping to share and educate. So we could have Jeff, if you would like to unmute yourself. Let's see, looking for Jeff. I know he was here. Aha. Jeff, would you like to unmute and tell us about your experience and how you found these patches and what were you dealing with and what have you noticed so far? I know it's not been very long for you, so I'm not expecting a huge laundry list.
Well, for me, it was, I've been really into alternative stuff for a long time now as a stage 4 cancer survivor. But Cammie has been talking about these patches. I've known her for going on a year now. She's been talking about these patches for some time, and I was doing something else. And then I decided to really take a deep dive and look at all of this. So I spent about a month and a half going through all of this way back in probably January. She didn't know that I was doing all of this. But anyway, I started seeing incredible stuff. I listened to all the pros and all the cons, and the pros were outweighing all the negative stuff that I was seeing. So I thought, you mean all I got to do is take a shower, get out of the shower, put a patch on, and go to work, as opposed to what I was really involved in, which is phenomenal as well. And it just became really simple. So that was about 2 months ago, going on 2 months ago. And last week I noticed I've had this bald spot now for 10, 12 years. And I was gonna, I call it mowing the grass. And I was looking in the mirror and I'm going, whoa, I got hair growing back on my head where there's been none. And not only is it growing back, but I notice it's growing back my original color, not the grays that I'm turning at 66 years old, 65. So I thought, okay, that's the first thing that I've noticed about these patches now, wearing them for a month and a half. So that's kind of my little thing to share about maybe 6 months from now, I'll have an afro again. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's pretty incredible. Of course, the
I'm so
collagen is so important for our whole body, not just that pretty hair on our head, right? That's incredible.
right. I've got somebody trying to get the link here, so I'm gonna go away for a second.
Okay, Jeff. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to share. And I do want to just remind you that that collagen, like you know, we look at it as hair and skin and pretty fingernails, but it is so much more. It's also your joint lubrication, it's your ligament, it's your tendon. So the more collagen we have, just the overall better health we have. So I'm going to turn the next portion here over to Joy, and she's going to walk you through and explain the patches and how you can get these.
Hi, everyone. Uh, we like to actually have people get this for the least amount of money possible. It retails for $149.95 for a 30-day supply, but we like to actually help people curate a wholesale pack so that they can get it for $99.95. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the X39, which is what we've been talking about today, as far as it regenerating cells and helping with sleep and all of the different things that Tracey was telling you. And it's the actually #1 patch that we recommend that people wear. Another one that they have is X49. It helps with EMF protection, bone density, helps your muscles turn from fat to muscle faster when you're exercising, and helps with your metabolism. Next slide, please. Another one that we recommend that you start with, that we call it kind of the dynamic duo, is the X39 and the Eon patch. And the reason why we do that is because the Eon patch actually helps reduce inflammation in your body. And when you reduce inflammation in your body, then the repair cells can automatically go to work on repair instead of fighting the inflammation. So if you wear the Eon and the X39 together, that's really what we recommend everybody start with, so that they can actually have the inflammation in their body go down and then have repair start happening sooner rather than later. It also helps with stress relief and helping to get your body in the rest and digest mode. It's amazing. I've had some people with, high blood flow happening, and they put one of these on their forehead, and it goes down pretty quickly. Anyway, I also wanted to talk to you about IceWave, which is a pain blocker. It actually is a 2-patch system that interrupts the nerve pain signal and helps you to not have the pain so that your body can then put its energy towards healing. And the Aloe Vita patch actually helps with collagen, helps with regrowing of hair and skin to make it all nice and smooth and younger looking. Also helps decalcify the pineal gland and helps with ligaments and tendons, and so many more things. Helps extend your telomeres. These patches actually retail for $79.95, and you can get them 3 or more for $49.95. Next slide, please. So these are wholesale packs. This is how we actually mostly suggest people buy the patches. For a single person, we suggest the core, which is $2.95, and gives you enough, patches for beginning and starting. And then the next one is the advanced pack for $5.35. That's for like a couple. And then if you have a big family, or if you actually have practice, then there's the premium package for $17.50. We also recommend that you get on a monthly subscription order, because consistency is what is going to actually help long-term for your cellular regeneration. Next slide, please. Every Monday and Tuesday, Cami, Tracey, and I are on here doing patching parties at 6 p.m. On Mondays, we do an intro, and it's a shorter session, about half hour. And we actually have started giving away some free patches if you bring a guest, or if you are a guest, you are eligible to be in the drawing. And then on Tuesdays, we do the patch intro along with a deep dive that we go into some other healthcare thing to actually help us all to learn more about how to support our health and wellness. And every
And I
Wednesday
actually
night,
have breaking news tonight. If you brought a guest, please put your name in and please put your guest's name in. And we're going to enter you into a special drawing that Marcy's going to do for us. And she's going to give you 5 X39 patches. So please put that in chat and we'll do that drawing here at the conclusion.
okay. And every Wednesday, Marcy has a Zoom patching introduction that she does from 4 to 5 p.m. And she actually gives away patches there as well. So we're looking forward to actually seeing everybody at more of our patching parties. So now, if you have questions, we'll stay on for a little while after our sessions. And we can answer questions on different things, as well as if you're ready to purchase, get back with the person who invited you. We're looking forward to helping you figure out what patches work best for your body. The FDA actually, this is considered a wellness product. And so the company is not able to actually market and advertise all of the different things. And we're not actually able to specifically tell you, but we can show you. And that's what we've been doing here today. We actually feel like we have a social responsibility to share. This helped my brain heal after over 5 years of a traumatic brain injury. And I just feel compelled to share. And this is actually the fastest growing network marketing company for the 2nd year in a row. So this is phototherapy, and it takes your body's own light and uses it as an energy source and to actually signal the body how to do what is intended to do, which is heal itself. Next slide, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
everybody. So do we have anybody in here that brought a guest?
I have several.
Okay, Jeff, give me the names. I'm going to write them down. I got you.
I got Carol, my sister Desi,
And what's
my
her name?
sis-
Sorry.
Desiree,
Okay.
Gina, Joseph, Janae. I think she's just on an iPhone. Denise, who purchased a cord pack today. And
Oh, Denise. Yes, my friend Denise.
yeah, she's here. Let's see. I think that's all. I don't know. I might have missed somebody.
Wow. Good job, Jeff. All right. I'm folding up names here. Is there anybody else? Name I should put in here? I have a guest. Okay. So Trish
Trish
and
has a
Ruby.
guest named Ruby.
Okay, and I think we actually had Ruby ended up being our winner last night. But
And
that's awesome. I'm so glad you came back, Ruby.
Alan is my guest this evening.
Alan, okay. Beautiful.
And I know I have Sheila.
All right, wonderful. And if anyone has questions while we're doing this and we're getting ready to do the drawing, please go ahead and type your question in chat, or in just 1 minute, you can unmute yourself. But if you want to put it into chat now, you'll be in the queue. We can get you answered.
There's a Cami that says, don't forget her.
Oh, don't forget me. Okay. Oh,
Well,
we have
it's
another
it's another
Cami. Cam
Cami.
with a Y. Okay,
Oh,
Cam
two
with a Y.
cameras. Okay.
I'm writing your
Yay!
name right now, and you are going in to the drawing.
Thanks for being here, Cami.
Okay.
Thanks for inviting me, Tammy.
All right, everybody, I have got a whole pile right here. These are our potential people. Let's see, who is this? And our winner is Denise. This
Oh my
woman is the
goodness.
luckiest woman. Denise
my
won
gosh.
at an event we did on Sunday.
Oh, thank you.
That's incredible.
That's
She-
incredible. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you, Lord. That is incredible.
You're welcome.
Fantastic.
You're very welcome. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now. And we so thank you. And for those of you who would like to stay and ask a question, please do. And then we're going to go into the next 30 minutes as soon as we answer questions. And that is going to be Cammie doing the deep dive on gene whispering and genetics. Fascinating.